Hello, everyone. We are here at ET Travel World Conclave. We have a very special guest with us.
Good afternoon. My name is Abid. I am the Secretary of Tourism and Culture in Jammu and Kashmir.
Welcome, sir. Hope you're having fun.
Absolutely.
So, I would like to ask that you know that Kashmir is all about homestay and how homely we are. So, now after pandemic, homestay has picked up a lot. Do you see more future and more tourists coming and staying at homestay rather than opting for hotels?
I think in the times to come, with the kind of tourist numbers that we are getting in Jammu and Kashmir, and particularly with the core focus of the government of Jammu and Kashmir being sustainability in tourism, because we are a Himalayan ecology, as you're aware. We are in many ways a biodiversity hotspot in most destinations. So, in order to cater to the sustainability factors, homestays are possibly the best solution to go ahead with such numbers. We have, as of now, somewhere around 15,000 beds which are registered with us, and another 5,000 are in the pipeline for registration in some of the most remotest corners of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, homestays have three or four major advantages. One, they are one of the best vehicles for rural tourism growth. Number two, they are also a vehicle for democratization of the tourism sector by taking the benefits of the tourism to rural areas, to such areas which are not as famous as they are in terms of offbeat destinations. And number three, they are one of the best instruments of engaging youngsters and involving them in the overall overarching tourism sector by upskilling them and creating livelihood opportunities for them. I think these three or four main advantages are examples of why homestays is possibly one of the best interventions of the government of J&K and is a successful model, a case in point of why it should be replicated across the country.
Very well said. As you mentioned that there are a lot of offbeat places in Kashmir which people are not aware about. Can you name few?
See, Jammu and Kashmir has tremendous beauty and magnificence across board in every part, be it Jammu, be it Kashmir. And in terms of the diversity, in terms of the overall package, in terms of the overall products of tourism available across Jammu and Kashmir, there are many, many sectors in terms of adventure, in terms of pilgrim tourism, in terms of golf, in terms of MICE, in terms of leisure tourism, experiential tourism, border tourism, which is a huge, huge priority area for us. And each destination has a particular carrying capacity. So destinations which are world famous right now would be Gulmarg or Pahalgam or Sonmarg or Patnitop or Mata Vaishno Devi Katra. But over and above these, J&K government has now done 300 plus destinations which are now being promoted this year on, which involves 75 offbeat destinations, something like Bhasoli in Jammu, something like Sanasar, something like Sorinsar Mansar, something like Bhadarwa, which is a very beautiful place, something like Sarthal in Jammu, likewise something like Dudpatri in Kashmir, something like Butapatri, something like Drang, something like Yusmarg, things like Betab Valley, things like Adu, things like there is 100 other names that I can go on and narrate. So, in terms of diversification of the overall tourism sector, we are now venturing into areas which are offbeat. We are venturing into areas which are not so famous but will be in times to come extremely core areas of the promotion strategy of J&K.
Okay, my personal favorite question. Being Kashmiri, I love haq. What is your favorite Kashmiri food? You can suggest to people.
I think it's very difficult to pinpoint one. The Vazwan is a typical favorite for anybody. I think anybody who visits J&K must have a taste of this, must also have a taste of the beautiful culinary uh, offerings in Jammu. For example, the Rajma. The Pida Rajma Chawal is famous across the world. We have grown up on that. There is also huge diversity in terms of the food in something like Punch Rajouri, in areas of Doda, Kishtwar, of Bhadarwa, of areas like Kathua, areas like North Kashmir, Baramulla. There is every place, you name it, and we have this massive, massive repository of culinary enticements that you must indulge in when you come to Jammu and Kashmir. So when you come to J&K, there is much, much more than natural beauty. There is an essence of culture. I keep saying repeatedly that India is a civilizational state. India has a history of thousands of years. And Jammu and Kashmir is in many ways representative of that history. Srinagar is possibly the second oldest city in our country after Kashi, which has a recorded history of 3,800 years. It is the epicenter of Shivite Hinduism. It has been the epicenter of Buddhism. The fourth Buddhist conference of Hinana Buddhism was held in Srinagar in Harvan. It has the roots of Sufi Islam come from Srinagar and from Kashmir. The epicenter of Vaishno Hindu faith is Vaishno Devi. So we are a cultural state in many ways than one. And so therefore there is much more than beauty, magnificence, natural beauty, mountains, streams, snow. There is so much more to offer in terms of the overall package of food, of culture, of ethnic diversity, of the experience of going through across Jammu and Kashmir and witnessing the most beautiful place possibly on the planet. And again, it is possibly the crown of incredible India.
That's true. So this is our second edition. We will be coming more. Any feedback you would like to give us?
I think you should take it out of Delhi. You must come to Jammu and Kashmir. Next edition, we would love to host you in J&K, in Jammu or in Kashmir. And you must diversify. You must make sure that across the country, states are represented. All states and UTs are represented. Industry has great representation here. This is an amazing platform of bringing together the ET Travel World platform is amazing insofar as bringing the industry representatives,